recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
And welcome to ECW. I'm Gotmark76. We are going to start things off here with quite an interesting matchup, as the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal Sabu takes on Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan, of course, former one half of the World Tag Team Champions. We saw Sabu in action last week against Sullivan's partner Taz, and this week he takes on Sullivan. And we have a great show in store for you today. I am so excited to say that Terry Funk will finally get his hands on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert when he teams with Shane Douglas to take on Eddie Gilbert and the Dark Patriot. And the ECW heavyweight title will be on the line when Nature Boy Buddy Landel defends against Superfly Jimmy Snuka. So a big potential night for the Dangerous Alliance and Hot Stuff International. They could not only put to rest Terry Funk, but Jimmy Snuka could also be the world champion. And Hot Stuff International and the Dangerous Alliance would almost be unstoppable if that were to happen. As Sullivan now working the arm of Sabu. And we have a major announcement coming your way following this matchup, as ECW will have its first big special on Sports Channel America. The end of part one, breaking the fourth wall here. The big ECW season finale, part one. That announcement coming up after this match is Sullivan going to work on Sabu. Into the turnbuckle goes Sullivan. He moves out of the way, and Sabu shoulder first into the top turnbuckle. And Sullivan now back in control. Sabu now up on the top rope. He's tied to the Tree of Woe. This is Sullivan's specialty. What's he have in store here? Sullivan climbing the top rope. And a double stomp to the chest of Sabu. That's going to be all. Sullivan not going for the cover. Setting up Sabu. What's he have in store here? An elbow to the side of the head is what's in store for Sullivan. Front face lock Sabu up. And down with the suplex. Sullivan staying in control, now working the leg of Sabu, a smart move on the part of the veteran. Sabu likes to use those ropes for springboards and climbing the top rope. You can't do that with a bum leg. But now Sabu has Sullivan up. Looks to be a tombstone pile driver, it is. Sabu now. Will he get the pinfall? Goes to the center of the ring, lateral press, hooks the leg. Referee position 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Sullivan. I thought that was all she wrote there. Sullivan clearly has more left in the tank. Sabu off the ropes, and a guillotine from behind takes down Sullivan. Sabu not trying to put away Sullivan this time. Wants to inflict more punishment. Into the ropes goes Sullivan, up, and a cutter! Nicely done on the part of Sabu. A move I haven't seen him do before. Hooks the leg. Referee counts 1, 2, and no, a kick out of 2. Wow, what do you have to do to put Sullivan away? Sabu will hope to find out. Picks up Sullivan here. Into the turnbuckle goes Sullivan. And again, Sullivan moves out of the way. Has that move well scouted. And a drop kick by Kevin Sullivan takes down the high flyer Sabu. Sullivan begging Sabu to come back into the ring. Punch blocked by Sabu. Sabu back into the ring. Throws Sullivan into the turnbuckles. And a beautiful drop kick takes down Kevin Sullivan. Sabu now lining up Sullivan up the rope. Springboard splash. A springboard moonsault into a cover. 1, 2, and 3. And your winner here in our opening match, Sabu. I think this match could have gone either way. Especially after that maneuver. But it was Sabu who nailed that springboard moonsault and was able to put away Kevin Sullivan. And fans, you do not want to go away. The next match has been building up for the last several weeks, as Terry Funk will finally get his hands on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert when he teams with Shane Douglas to take on the Dark Patriot and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. That tag team match is next, and I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to that. Terry Funk has been verbally abused here at the hands of Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and now it's put up or shut up for Terry Funk. Fans, we have a major announcement for the conclusion of the ECW portion of 2K22 Part 1, and that's coming up next. Don't go away. Welcome back to ECW. This is the first of our two big main events, as Terry Funk and Shane Douglas will take on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and the Dark Patriot, and Funk and Gilbert in the ring to start it out, and Funk laying in the boots to Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and I'm sure that feels good for Terry Funk. Funk, of course, attacked with the numbers against him by the Dangerous Alliance and Hot Stuff International before they became a mega group. And it was Shane Douglas who came to the rescue of Terry Funk, saying that he wasn't going to let a legend in this business get disrespected like that. As Funk goes for the cover, he's going to have to do more than that to put away Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Of course, the Dark Patriot, the silent member of Hot Stuff International and the Dangerous Alliance, as Gilbert throws Funk into the ropes, and a big boot by Eddie Gilbert takes down Terry Funk. We are going to ignore that glitch and keep the match going. Into the turnbuckle goes Funk. And now here comes a tag. Into the ropes goes Funk, and a double back body drop by the Dark Patriot and Eddie Gilbert. Hot Stuff International and the Dangerous Alliance, of course, the numbers are growing. And they may have the ECW champion in their group by the end of tonight, as our main event features Jimmy Snuka challenging Buddy Landel for the ECW title. Can you imagine if Dark Patriot and Eddie Gilbert are able to put away Terry Funk and then Snuka wins the title? We'll never hear the end of it from Paul Lee or Hot Stuff. Terry Funk now with a step over toe hold. That's the maneuver that won him the NWA World Championship back in 1975. Goes for the cover. Dark Patriot in trouble. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by the Dark Patriot. And Funk now going over to make and wait a second. Funk trying to make a tag, and Douglas has hopped off the apron. Where's Shane? Shane's going to the dressing room. This is now a 2-on-1 match. Terry Funk was just left alone by Shane Douglas. And now it's a 2-on-1 match. The numbers favoring Hot Stuff International and the Dangerous Alliance, but there's a bigger story here. Shane Douglas walked out on Terry Funk. I don't believe it. And the Dark Patriot and Funk exchanging blows. Funk now has to battle this match 2-on-1. And the Dark Patriot and Eddie Gilbert taking turns attacking Funk. A suplex by the Dark Patriot. And up and over the top rope to the floor goes Terry Funk. Gilbert following Funk to the outside. Oh man, this is brutal. This is not what was supposed to happen. Funk was supposed to get a measure of revenge. He went for the tag and Shane Douglas left him high and dry. Funk now in a world of trouble takes over Gilbert. He wants to keep his attack on Gilbert. But both men in the ring, the referee letting this happen. As up and over the top rope goes the Patriot, and now Funk can get his hands back on Gilbert. And again, Funk looking. There's no Douglas. There's no Shane Douglas here. Funk is on his own. Shane Douglas hightailed it to the dressing room and let Terry Funk defend for himself. Gilbert with a lateral press one and a kick out of one by Funk. Oh, that's going to be the feather in the Dangerous Alliance and Hot Stuff International's hat. When Eddie Gilbert gets the pin here on Terry Funk, it's only a matter of time. 2-on-1. Oh, look at Gilbert. Patronizing Funk now. And the Dark Patriot goes for the cover. Funk makes it to the ropes. This is disgusting. This is hard to watch. 2-on-1 attack by two of the best here in ECW. And now Gilbert with a series of left jabs and a big right hand takes down Funk. And I think Hot Stuff International having their fun with Terry Funk. Funk rolls to the outside. He's trying to get any advantage he can. Now slides back in, runs, charges, walks into an elbow. And again, Funk trying to turn his attention to Eddie Gilbert. He wants Eddie Gilbert. The double team is just too much here. The Dark Patriot now has Funk against the ropes. Snaps the neck of Funk against that second turnbuckle. That has to be all. Gilbert now. He's going to go for the cover. That has to be all. Referee counts 1, 2, and no! A kick out by Funk. Gilbert cannot pin Funk. That's twice now. Oh, and Funk trying to make a comeback. Roll up from behind. Funk on top one and broken up by Hot Stuff. And a big clothesline from behind. Funk gets his hands again on Eddie Gilbert. Come on, Terry. You can do it. Oh, and a big forearm to the back by the Dark Patriot. Double teaming over here on Gilbert and the Patriot. A big knee by Gilbert takes down Funk. I think they knocked him out. The Dark Patriot goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. And Hot Stuff International with a victory. Let's call it what it was. It was 2-on-1. Shane Douglas abandoned his partner and hightailed it to the dressing room, leaving Terry Funk to be destroyed here at the hands of Eddie Gilbert and the Dark Patriot. We are going to try and get a word from Shane Douglas, but from what I'm being told, he's left the building. Could this be a big night for Hot Stuff International and the Dangerous Alliance, because our main event is next, and Jimmy Snuka is going to challenge, oh, there's that knee, that knocked out Funk, but it was the Dark Patriot who got the pinfall. I'm sure that may not sit well with Gilbert, but a victory nonetheless, and our main event is next. The world title's on the line, don't go away. I am still in shock at what we just saw. Shane Douglas walked out on Terry Funk, leaving Funk alone in a 2-on-1 handicap situation. Eddie Gilbert and the Dark Patriot put away Terry Funk, not without a fight. A valiant effort by Terry Funk, but the numbers were just too stacked against him. And Eddie Gilbert taking out Terry Funk with that knee. And I'm sure we haven't heard the end of that feud, but what about Shane Douglas? Again, we tried to get a word. I was told that he's gone. Shane Douglas is gone. He came to the ring, didn't even break a sweat. He never entered the match. He stood on the apron and never legally entered the match. And you have to wonder, was it a ruse? Is Shane Douglas in cahoots with the Dangerous Alliance? I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but why would Shane Douglas save Terry Funk from an attack 1 week, and then literally 2, 3, 4 weeks at the most later, walk out on Terry Funk? I don't understand it at all. And this could be a big night. As I said, Snuka, a member of the Dangerous Alliance, and it was Buddy Landel who defeated another member of the Dangerous Alliance who's also at ringside, Don Morocco, for that title back on New Year's Eve back in December. And that's what they're fighting for, the ECW Heavyweight Championship. The lineage of the ECW title doesn't go back very far. Of course, it was the original Tri-State Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship. But there have only been 2 ECW champions, and that was Don Morocco and Buddy Landel. And I'll tell you, what an interesting time here for Eastern Championship Wrestling. And very strange time as well. You have Jimmy Snuka and Don Morocco on the same side. They're on the same team. I mean, we all know their feud back in the early 80s in the World Wrestling Federation. We all know the steel cage, the Superfly off the top of the cage, the splash, heard around the world. Yet, here we are, and they're on the same side. And you have to imagine that Paulie Dangerously has opened up the checkbook to make that happen. And he may be getting paid the big bucks if he manages the ECW champion. As Snuka throws Landell into the ropes. Up and over goes Landell, up and over goes Snuka. Up and over goes Snuka again in a stalemate in the early going here. We are going to do our best next week to get a word from Shane Douglas to hear why he walked out on Terry Funk. I'm being told that he is scheduled for next week, so we may hear from Shane Douglas. I mean, I think he owes us all an excuse why he did it. And I say excuse and explanation more like it, but I guess maybe I'm jumping the gun here and say excuse because I don't think there's anything that Shane Douglas can say that's going to make me want to believe him. He flat out walked out on Terry Funk who, as we understand, is receiving medical treatment in the back. But in the ring, Jimmy Snuka has a chance at winning the ECW title. And a back body by Snuka takes over Buddy Landel. And it was recently when Eddie Gilbert made overtures to Buddy Landel to join Hot Stuff International and the Dangerous Alliance. Landel obviously refused that offer, and now has to battle Snuka. And why not? A third one hits the mark. And Landel now in control. And look at that. The distraction by Paul Lee at ringside has given Snuka a chance to get back to his feet. And the belly-to-back suplex takes down Landel. And that is the benefit of having Paul E. and Don Morocco at ringside. As Paul Lee throws a chair in the ring, I'm not sure I like where this could be heading. A chair in the ring. If either man uses it, he's going to be disqualified. But maybe that wouldn't be the worst thing for Buddy Landel as he's draped across the top rope with a guillotine by Snuka. Snuka back in control. And a reversal now. Landel throws Snuka into the turnbuckle. And a big chop. Down goes Snuka. Lateral press. Landel on top. 1, 2. And a kick out of 2 by Snuka. It's going to take more than a chest chop to put away the Superfly. And Landel has that chair. The referee wrestling it away from Landel. Landel having words with the referee and pokes the referee. I don't know why that's not a disqualification. Landel put his hands on the referee, maybe trying to get himself disqualified. The referee using his discretion, allowing this match to continue. And now Landel goes for the cover again. 1, and a kick out at 1 by Snuka. The referee finally getting rid of that chair. And then, a shoulder block by Landel takes down the referee. Landel goes to the outside. I think he's looking for that chair. The referee's down. Snuka to the outside. Landel to the top. What the hell's going on here? Landel leaps in a big axe handle. Down goes Snuka. Landel on top. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Snuka. A very strange sequence of actions there, but Landel back in control. And another chop, and down goes Snuka. He's in trouble. Snuka's going to need to make a major comeback if he wants to win the title, but Landel setting Snuka up. Going for that slam, but missed. Snuka now with a chop. Coming back. Snuka from behind. Takes down Landel. Snuka making a comeback. Picks up Landel. Front face lock by Snuka has Landel up in a suplex. Nicely done. Rolls over. Pinning predicament. 1, 2, and 3. No! Landel kicks out. I thought that was all over there. Snuka wisely staying on top of Landel. Up and over the top rope goes Landel. And watch out for the Superfly. He runs, leaps and dives over the top rope, and down goes Nature Boy Buddy Landel. Snuka now needs to get Landel into the ring so he can pin Landel and win the ECW title. Back in the rings, Landel. Snuka rolls over Landel. We're going to have a new champion. 1, 2, and no! A kick out of 2 by Landel. Snuka so close to winning the ECW title there. But Landel trying to make a comeback with a chop. Another chop by Landel. Into the ropes goes Landel. And now Snuka working the arm, but Landel gets out of that. Arm is carried by Snuka. Back and forth action here. And Landel now takes down Snuka. And a step over toe hold by Landel. We saw this earlier by Terry Funk. But now Landel using it, and Morocco up on the apron, distracting Landel. And again, Snuka from behind. An atomic drop takes down the Nature Boy. That distraction from Snuka, or from Morocco, may have given Snuka the chance here. Backbreaker. Snuka climbing the top rope. Could it be the Superfly Splash? He has Landell lined up. And Landell saw it coming. He got to his knees, back to his feet. Snuka leaps and oh, Landell shoves him aside. This could be the opening of the Landell knees. Scoop slam. Landell up the rope. Here it comes, the elbow. Landell's going to retain. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no, a kick out by Snuka. Landell has used that maneuver to put many wrestlers away. It did not put away the Superfly. This match is continuing. And Snuka still has a chance to win the ECW title. And Landell going for a kick, blocked, and a big axe handle by Snuka. This could be it. Snuka climbing the top rope. Could this be the Superfly Splash? He's up. He leaps. Oh, and the knees are up. Landell blocks it with the knees to the midsection. Snuka out of breath. Inside cradle by Landell. Has Snuka pinned 1, 2, and 3. And Buddy Landel has retained the ECW title here on Eastern Championship Wrestling. What a match this was. It really could have gone either way. Look at that dive over the top rope by the Superfly. Landell somehow kicked out. And Snuka somehow kicked out of Landell's elbow drop. That was the move he used to win the ECW title. There's that scoop slam off the ropes. Watch this, the elbow nails it, but Snuka kicks out at 2. And Snuka went for the splash. The knees were up, and Landell with the inside cradle. And what an eventful evening for ECW on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. A big night here. We have to ask what happened to Shane Douglas. We're going to try and find out next week, as Shane Douglas is scheduled to be here. And of course, the big announcement, Spring Spectacular. Fans, we thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.